Thea, right here. Mary Windus, right here. There's a couple busted ones here. Now, for anybody that's seen my video, right here, this is where she said, "Wait for me. Wait for me." You guys are amazing. Look at the right hand edge of the headstone when she says, "Wait for me." Wait for me. All right.
I'm not sure what that was there at the end of that video, but it's clearly seen something fell through the viewfinder.
Oh, yeah.
Past the camera. And you can see it plain as day. There it was. I don't know what it was. I can't explain it, but it was there.
Yeah, she said, "Wait for me," as she came flying down. Like, her energy went by, and you could hear it in the white noise. Even I actually,
yeah.
I made see if I can find it. Gotta look for her here. I made
Some
a video.
Some people say cemeteries aren't haunted, but
well,
any kind of cemetery that's had any kind of desecration will be haunted, and you can actually call people by name and they'll answer.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, in spirit form, they can be anywhere in the universe, and they know if you just so much think about them, they know you're thinking about them, and they could come right here to my desk just as easy as going to their gravesite. And that, yeah, here's the video of just that one part, Madeline. I'm not sure which video this is or how old it is, so I don't know. Because I've remade this a couple times. No, thank you, Carol. You guys are amazing.
There it is. Like I say, that's just plain as day.
And you can hear her energy go by.
Right.
It's like a whipping sound. Yep. But yeah,
you saw it and you heard it.
Yep. As she was saying, "Wait for me." She's like, "Here I come, wait for me." But yeah, I love that.
And she literally dove in. That's a great find. Very impressive.
Hey, we got another special treat coming in. She just requested a link, so I'm going to send her one.
All right.
Mrs. Ariana. I got a link sent to you. But yeah,
So how have you been? We're down here. We're still 100 degrees here.
Oh, it's been going up and down. It gets pretty hot during the day. It's not real hot, but the thing is in Wisconsin, this is part of the reason why we're pushing to move to Texas. It's so humid. Like, it rains one day and you're sweating buckets for the next 6 days. You know? Yeah, it's so humid down here or up
Arkansas
here.
is very humid, so don't come here if you're trying to get away from humidity, because today Little Rock hit 116 when you counted the humidity,
Oh.
and we're close to that here.
Man.
It's probably in the field temperature with the humidity added into it. We may not be 116, but we're probably really close. It's just it's like a wet oven outside. It's like when you turn your stove burners all on full, put 4 Dutch ovens on your stove full of water, and bring them all to boil. Walking outside is like standing in front of that stove.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when we go, it's going to be El Paso. It's nice and dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here she is.
Carol Garcia just said she just got back from St. Augustine. It was hot, humid, and haunted, and I have to agree. Having been to St. Augustine several times in my life, it's hot, humid, and haunted.
If you've never met Lynn, this is Zariana, and Zariana, this is Lynn.
Hi, Len. I've seen some of your shows.
Oh, is it? Oh, thank
Hello.
you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Hi, Reginald. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
How is everyone doing tonight?
Well, I just got out of the shower because I was sweating because it's so hot down here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Excellent. Excellent. And how is your kitty?
Oh, he's doing okay. He's down here. He's sleeping peacefully at my feet right now with his arm like this over his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
he is too. He's got his hands like this, or his paws like this over his, like just his eye is just under his leg.
Cool.
That's so cute.
Cool. Cool.
Mm. Yeah, so I've been showing a few videos and just kind of.
Oh, before
I've got the. What's that?
I'll be doing the same thing you're doing tonight. I'll be showing the last of my Casa Madrid investigation video. Two other shows.
Oh.
I showed it last Thursday, and on my Saturday night show, I showed another almost 2 hours video. And tonight I'll be showing the last almost 2 hours worth of video of the Casa Madrid investigation. I had hours and hours of video taken there. If you don't know what Casa Madrid is, Reginald, I don't know if you studied too much in Chicago. It was originally a mob headquarters where they had a bar and a speakeasy at various times. They also had an illegal casino. The walls were several feet thick. And I'm talking about a meter and a half thick. Just in case they got raided by the police and they pulled out a cannon could not bust through the place.
Wow. That wasn't the.
Tony's.
Yeah.
Yes?
That wasn't the same place that you showed the video, John Dillinger. I was watching that.
No. John Dillinger, the video was shot in the actual alley where John Dillinger was shot.
Okay.
That was part of that video.
And that was.
First with me doing an investigation. The other part was an actual program that the late Richard Crowe did. John Dillinger event that he had there in 2012.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
That's why I was showing the John Dillinger.
I actually,
this happened Saturday to be too.
I went to Chicago 3 days ago, 4 days ago. We spent the night, Sunday night. Man, this place is magnificent. Spent the night at the Drake Hotel.
The Drake.
Yeah, I loved it. My next goal is the Crescent Hotel in Arkansas.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's closer to me than you. It would take me a couple of hours to get to the Crescent parking lot from here, because I'm in southeast, and the Crescent is in not the far northwest corner, but it is in the very far north and toward the west side of Arkansas. It's more toward it's closer to Oklahoma than it is Little Rock, and I'm 80 miles southeast of Little Rock.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that
and
place.
when you come down for that, you might want to talk to Dale Casmary, because he wants to come down and hit the Crescent. You can also, just 30-40 minute driving time away from the Crescent, is the battlefield, which is kind of in the corner of Arkansas, close to Missouri and Oklahoma, was at the Pea Ridge Civil War battlefield. So it's not Gettysburg, but a lot of people got killed there, and you could probably get some very good result in Pea Ridge.
Some of your Lynn, some of your internet is breaking up a bit. We heard most of what you said though, but it's breaking up a bit. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, that's standard procedure with me, because my internet is on cell phone towers. We are operating with 3G. We don't even have 4G here.
Wow.
Hopefully, the bill that Biden passed last year, that's supposed to give 5G to everybody. They gave several $1 million to Arkansas for 5G, and we 30 miles north of here we got 5G, but here we don't. So hopefully, those several $1 million Arkansas got as part of that bill will get us 5G finally. But it's going to be a while, because they got to build all the infrastructure, which is what the government money is for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Reggie,
So,
I was curious. I wanted to ask you. I know Len hasn't seen it. I didn't send it to him. But when I sent you those videos with the candle, the private investigation, or the cemetery, I think that you had commented you had heard voices. I'm not sure which. I can't remember which one you had.
The one at the cemetery.
Okay.
I actually saw someone, like there was a very quick motion, and I could hear it in the sound of the camera at the same time. Not so much a voice, but the sound of whatever I saw move.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, no.
It rattled something. It wasn't talking. It rattled something. It moved something.
Well, no, like when it kind of, I don't know how to. It kind of went like that, sort of a type of thing in front of the camera, and as it was doing it, you could hear like some sort of a weird sound with it, and I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's stuff that I don't pick up, and thank you for that, because I didn't pick that up if I, you know, I have a hard enough time trying to focus on whatever I'm trying to focus on, and I don't usually use headphones, so obviously I can't hear if anything's coming through, unless I watch it later, and sometimes I don't. So,
Oh
but
yeah.
thank you.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know, I have
Yeah.
Reginald, being a former ba- baseball player, I'm used to hearing something moving through the air. So it probably sounds like a baseball going past your head. You move in the
Yeah.
air and travel
Yeah.
through the air. It's going to make a sound, and you're going to hear it if it's something.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, Barbara, that Drake was
So that
pretty.
maybe what you heard, there's something moving through the air.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, that hotel was amazing, Barbara.
wow.
Now there's an area at the Drake where when Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio were married, they went there and they actually carved their initials into the bar. When Princess Diana came to Chicago, the only visit ever to Chicago, she stayed at the Drake, and it was like a year later when she passed. She stayed there. Yeah, it's got some history, that's for sure. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the chandeliers alone were enough to mesmerize me. I was like going, wow. I couldn't stop looking up everywhere I went, But yeah, it's quite a
Did you turn on a
place.
ghost box while you were there? Any investigation at all while you were there?
No, not really. And the reason is because there's so many people there. It's totally active as far as human beings staying there. And so there wasn't any real opportunity for me to run around that building like I would a cemetery or something, But yeah, I'd like to. That's for sure.
So there's a history of spirits there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's a lot of people that had stayed there. Like, I'm trying to think all the names. Theodore Roosevelt stayed there. Ronald Reagan has stayed there. Marilyn Monroe, Joe DiMaggio, Princess Diana. Some of the other names. There were a ton of. There's a huge list of people that the world knows that had stayed there, and every one of them's passed away now. And just that time alone, where again during the time when Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe were married, they went there and they were newlyweds at the time. That's going to be a happy moment for Marilyn Monroe, and I'm sure Joe DiMaggio. So I'm sure their spirits would be real easy to call in there. I'd call them in as a couple if I were calling them in at that hotel. But
so, do Len and Reggie, do you believe that spirits can be in multiple places at one time? Like Marilyn Monroe, if you did an investigation at this hotel, the Drake, right? Could she also be in one of her houses? I don't know where she lived, but one of her houses or apartments, like fragments of her spirit, or anybody else.
Well, I firmly believe that they can, be in more than one place at the same time. But the thing is they're not technically at more than one place at a time. but they move through an energy, like a telepathic energy, so fast that they can go back and forth like that.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
Yep. Because I mean, still,
I fully agree.
You're still just one spirit. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you're.
Yeah.
Just one spirit. They can move at the closest speed of light through any kind of electrical.
Yep.
And like Reginald and I, he's in Wisconsin, and I'm way down here in Arkansas. That's a long ways, but we're sitting here talking fairly well, not perfectly, but fairly well, through energy carried through the air, microwaves through the living air. I go on cell phone tower. This is not a cable. It's not a closed circuit connection at all. And if we can do it with my image and my voice, a spirit can do it themselves and moving nearly as fast as my voice can over StreamYard.
Okay.
So they move so fast is it seems like they're in two places at once because like say Marilyn Monroe visited Reginald. I don't know how he'd like that, but she could say something to him and then come down and say something to me. She's not in two places at once, but there's a hundredth of a second it would take her to get from Wisconsin to Arkansas. So it seems like she's two places at once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys got me.
Because I've seen spirits move through the internet, which means they can move through anything that's energy, microwave, transmissions, cell phone emissions, 3G networks, 4G networks, anything that's an energy. But we have all that around us. We just don't have the capability to see it, feel it, or use it without using an electronic device.
And that's my way of my abilities is through anything that electricity runs through, and they know it, so they'll actually scramble up my television, and I'll hear messages come through my TV and everything else. It's like watching a scene from Poltergeist sometimes when you're watching TV with me, because I'm like, what? Oh man, I'm thinking my TV's getting all messed up. And then I'll hear something through the speaker of the TV. And that, man, you guys got me. I was thinking about, through all of our talking, there is one person that I've never called on before, and we might as well do it.
Do it. In the chat room, Reginald Carol Garcia asked you a question. Are you going to do a ghost box session tonight? Spirit box session.
Let me think. I don't know.
Ready. Waiting for connection.
Bluetooth already opened. Bluetooth connected successfully.
Hi. Hey, Prime, how are you? Hi, Avius.
Hey, can any spirits hear us talking right now?
Hello, spirit.
Do you hear Avius? He said hello to me right away on here.
Yes.
Hi, how are you? I'm gonna call on somebody that I don't remember ever calling on her before, and this will be the first time live for sure. You know who I'm gonna call, right? You already know it. I know you can see the screen or feel it. Can you go get this young lady for me? I'm pointing right at her. That's right. I heard you say her name. I need my Star family to please bring me the soul of Miss Norma Jean Mortensen, born June 1st, 1926, passed away August 4th, 1962 at the age of 36, known as Marilyn Monroe. Can you guys bring Norma Jean forward for me? Hi. Hi. Is Marilyn Monroe available? I'm not going to be able to hear anybody on the podcast for just a minute because I'm going to take the headphones off. Hi.
Marilyn Monroe or anybody else listening that
Once
wants to
again, I
talk,
need Miss Norma
can you
Jean
appear in my
Mortensen,
Black Mirror?
born June 1st, 1926, passed away August 4th, 1962. Marilyn Monroe.
We're listening for your voice, and I'm looking for your image in my Black Mirror.
Were you able to locate her? What was that? Norma Jean, can you do it? Are you here with me, honey? I love this. Are you here?
Somebody said, I love this guy. I don't know who they were talking about. What guy is it you love?
If you're here, can you say your first name for me? Can you Hi. I heard you say my name. Can you say your first name for me, please, honey? Miss Norma Jean Mortensen, Marilyn Monroe. Yes. Is she not available? Is she not available? you. Can you say that again, please?
I think I heard a no. I'm not sure.
Signals.
I thought I heard Norma Jean though.
Hi. Who's here with me right now? I'm not sure what was just said. I just know it was. When I hear the playback, it'll be clear, I'm sure. Hi.
By the way, I'm using a black mirror.
How many are here with me right now?
Create a little bit of white noise so we get a visual.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to talk. What's your first name? Is this Marilyn?
And the front.
Norma Jean?
Fields and
If
I
Marilyn
just heard a male
Monroe
voice saying, "How you doing today?"
Yeah.
happens to be here, can you give me the name of the song she sang to the president?
so.
Oh, honey, if you're here and I just can't hear you.
Oh, Billy.
Carol
I love you.
Garcia, what you're seeing is a little bit of
Thank you.
panicky white noise. So down here is my computer screen. It's a little bit of white noise, light, and the black mirror is picking up here.
All right, I can hear you guys now. What's that?
Up here is my ceiling, answering right to Carol Garcia's question. Down here is my computer screen. Getting an area right here where I'm just getting some static. You can pick up, it's like watching a television set on white noise. Somehow the flashes of light, the live, or the actual voices. Sometimes you can't say.
Hi.
I heard a voice, I swear it said in Florida. Is that a reaction to Carol Garcia saying she was in St. Augustine? She was in Florida.
Yeah. How many are here with me right now?
Thanks.
I think I heard 3. I'm not sure.
I heard 3 and then I heard 4. I love you. Hi, how are you doing? Are you not familiar with me? Normally when I hear somebody say something about just people, it's somebody new coming down going, what's going on down there? Oh, it's just people. Is that what somebody said?
There must be a lot of people.
You guys know I'm not just people. I'm your star family. Hi, Luther.
Len has something if you want to appear, Spirit. Anybody from the other side, you can show yourself. With Len, he's holding a mirror up for you.
Invisible.
Hi. Can any of you here with me do me a big favor? I know how fast you can move, and I know you're very familiar with the two that are talking to me on the podcast. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to go to Lynn Dorman and show yourself in that mirror for me, please. Can you do that? Are you able to go to Lynn Dorman and can you do me a favor and show your energy going across in that mirror reflection?
That would be nice if you could.
I think he said he's holding it. Yeah, my hand's getting a little tired, but I'm still holding it.
Nice.
That's good.
I'm looking for a face in the statically colored lines that you can see in my black mirror.
Hi.
What did you say about this one? Back up. Yeah, back up.
They can see it.
Are any of you able to show yourselves within the reflection of that mirror?
No, we're not on a date. Somebody said this is interesting. I heard that.
Hi.
That time I heard experiment. Yes, this is an experiment.
I'm going to call on my star family for a second. I need to ask you to find something out for me. Carol Garcia, you're listening? Okay. Carol Garcia is wondering if anyone came home with her from St. Augustine. Can you go check for me? And give me an answer to that?
I think one of them said no. I'm not quite sure.
Hi. Can you say your first name? What's your name?
That's funny.
Did Marilyn Monroe ever come forward?
Yeah.
I heard a yell.
Norma Jean, can you say your first name for me? Hi.
Okay, that's dark. So somebody is looking into my mirror because it's dark.
Oh. Norma Jean. Marilyn Monroe.
Really?
Can you, if you are here, can you tell me who you are famous for singing happy birthday to? Who did you sing happy birthday to? I'm not real clear that Norma Jean came forward. So, did you guys find anybody that came home with Carol Garcia? If anybody came home with Carol Garcia, she said she hopes that she did not bring anybody home with her. So what I want you to do, if there is somebody there with Carol, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. Bring them forward. Have them come hang out with me. They're more than welcome to stay here as long as they like. And I'd love to communicate with them. Hi.
If anyone can feel themselves in the mirror, that would be awesome.
There's pizza back.
Hi. Well, now, how many are here with me? 6? Did I just hear 6?
Got here 6.
That's what I heard. Yep.
7.
7?
7.
Hi. Can you guys do me a favor and cram about 200 in here for me? 200 or more. You know I don't fear that kind of thing. Bring them on in. How many are here so far?
I think so.
How many?
Is that a 21?
19.
I just heard.
19.
I heard somebody say 1820. That's what I thought I heard.
I thought I heard 19.
I got a question for you guys that I haven't asked in a while. Okay? I want you to come forward one at a time and tell me what dimension you are on. We're at 100 in here? What dimension are you on? Which dimension are you from? Hi.
Hello, sir.
Can you guys give me some of your names? Or names that you would go by to the when you talk to the human race? Go ahead and talk. Hi. Yes, I can hear you. Hi. I love you. I love everyone here unconditionally. I love you so much. It's okay. I heard you say careful, but it's okay. I need you to connect with me. Hi. I love you. Hi.
Wait.
Hi.
Thank you. I think you're incredible too. I think you're all amazing. I can hear you. There's a feminine voice that says, "Can you hear me?" Right there. I can hear you, honey. Two of them? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Avian. Come forward and let me know what your name is. Please. I love you so much. Thank you.
So go.
Thank you so much for coming forward. Thank you so much for coming forward and seeing me. Everybody loves your amazing voices. I know some of you have come forward that have never been heard before. Yeah. Yeah. And, well, now you can be heard. Now you know where to go. So you can come forward with me anytime you want to.
We like hearing from you, Spirit.
I love you. Hi. Hi. What's your name? Hi.
Where did Len go?
Oh, man. I wasn't looking up. I see him.
He has a mirror.
I was concentrating on the spirit box and I didn't notice Lynn had dropped. You're back in, Lynn.
Yep.
Well, hey guys, I'm going to be turning this off, okay? That sound okay? Is that okay? Okay. Is there anyone here that had any? Yeah, I have to go. I'll be back soon. And time doesn't exist where you're at anyway, so it's just gonna be like a blink of an eye to you guys. I'll be right back, So, is there anything that anyone wanted to say before I shut this off? Anything at all? Hi. I love you. Yeah, you're talking. I can hear you talking.
Funny.
Is it funny?
The first one.
Yeah, we tried to. Yeah, we tried to smile. Try to keep things funny, but loving.
Good voicemail.
Hi. I love you. I'm gonna go and shut this off, okay? I love you all with all my heart. I love you all with all my heart, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
I was waiting for somebody to come through the mirror.
Reggie, I think we got a lot of voices
Oh yeah.
over that session. I noticed the static that was reflecting in my mirror would sometimes change, especially when you spoke or louder voice spoke. The staticky lights would kind of change a little bit. So I think, and somebody said experiment, interesting, and said that's dark. Looking in the mirror. So I think they were looking at themselves and manipulating the static lines. And by the way, this is just a frame that cost me $3.
Oh.
Well, you know.
And I took the glass out and painted it with gloss black paint and just put the glass back in. That's all I did. Just a cheap $3 frame with the glass painted a gloss black on the back.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. You don't have to spend a lot, you know.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, hello, Miss Rebecca.
Sometimes paranormal equipment is really, really cheap. Hello, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca. Glad to see you.
I'm just kind of looking over the comments.
I have to apologize. I'm getting really slow internet right now because this is prime time for everybody to get up from the supper table and start playing Red Redemption 2 or whatever they're doing. Because I share the network with a lot of gamers, and it really slows it down. That's why I do my show at 10 o'clock at night. I get a little bit better connection, especially about 10 to 11.
Yep.
When a few people around here going to bed.
Yeah, I thought about buying one of those, Carol. Those XLS cameras. I thought about it. I don't really know how much they run offhand. I'll tell you what,
used to run $300 to $400, but I think some cheaper ones have come out.
I'll tell you what though. I now know how to take a Connect Cam and all that, you know, from a Xbox. I know how to build one now.
Okay.
I can actually build a SLS camera and the whole nine. The XLS, all that is a different program with a more updated Xbox camera, right? Isn't that what it is?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask him a question. Do you try different things when you go to different investigations?
Uh, I don't know who that question was directed to, but I myself do. I love to experiment, and rather than just sitting there trying to make one device work, I'll play with any device I have, at least for a few minutes, or anything new I've come up with, or somebody else has come up with, and experiment. I love to experiment with different things, like I was doing with a black mirror. That's just the
Yep.
latest thing I've come up with.
Mhm.
It's just something I do at every investigation I have. I like to look around the place, but then I like to perform little experiments or use a new piece of equipment in some unique way.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I think it would be something different because um I guess I would get bored if I'd use the same thing on the same time and every time, you know?
Yeah, I'm
And I'm
probably
yeah.
I'm probably one of the only people that I know that or that I've come across uh, that I never get tired of just using the SB7.
Mm,
I just use it because I love hearing their voices, and with my abilities chimed in with it, they talk really strong. So I never get tired of that. I will set up like a REM pod somewhere. Like I don't do anything. Like I don't ask a REM pod questions, but I'll set it in the doorway of somewhere to see if an energy passes through.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Right.
But I can't stand asking yes and no questions to a REM pod, or I'd rather just turn on the box because of my abilities. I'd rather just turn on the box and say, "Hey, how you doing? We're fine," and just actually hear them instead of having them light something up. And this ink box works very well
Right.
also. The ink box works really well also.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I'll turn on a ghost box or echo box and just let it run while I'm walking around shooting video or using some other piece of equipment. I may have a REM pod sitting on the floor or on a table. I may have a mil meter sitting there, or K2 meter, or some kind of all natural meter sitting there. But I'm not going to sit there and talk to the meter and say, "Move this." I just say, "Hey, if you want to touch that, touch it. If you want to touch this light, make it go off, fine, go ahead. If you want to play with my light, you have my permission."
Oh yeah.
And then just keep on, asking a question or trying to carry on a conversation while I'm filming with a camera or doing other things.
Hey, Rebecca, are you new to this as a viewer? I mean, on my podcast, are you rather new? I wanted to ask because there's a few videos that I've shown frequently, but if you haven't seen any of them, I'll show you one of them that most people have seen here, but I'll show you what I do. Like,
Yeah, she doesn't know. Yeah.
huh?
She doesn't she's not I talked to her about you and the experiences I've had after I've talked to you and on different shows and stuff. And I was trying to get her a link to the show tonight. So yeah,
Oh,
we go,
Rebecca?
yeah, we go out investigating. She's the team leader there. So
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
Well, here's one of the examples, Rebecca. If you've never seen any of my videos, um, the one cemetery I go to, there's 74 that were um, buried there, and I managed to get over like 30 or 40 of them to come talk to me. And what I do, or what I like to do, is I take the different. I've only been there 4 times now, and most of my videos are from the first 2 or 3 times. That last time I went, I ran into a situation where a tree had fallen down onto the cemetery, and so there was not as much talk because I was sitting there trying to move branches off of the rotors and everything while I was talking to them. So, but what I like to do is I'll take their voice from one year and their voice from then another year, picking up on the conversation, and I'll put them together in the same video so you can hear that it's the same soul talking to me. And I'll dedicate a video specifically to that one amazing soul. And I do them one at a time. You know, I love them all, you know, equally. I love them all with all my heart. And this is one, and she's a magnificent lady named Dora Windus. Gottlieb, her husband, talks to me. Albert, he passed away at 2 months. That was their son. He talks to me. Frederick Malisk talks to me. That's Dora's father. Mary Windus is Gottlieb's mother. She talks to me. But Dora, they're all something special, but she really, really came through for me. The first time I went, I asked here at home about who said this magnificent line, this sentence, and she actually showed up here and said it was me. And then the next time I went to the cemetery, as I was leaving, I said, "Okay, guys, I'm going to get going now. You know where I'll be." And she speaks right up and goes, "At the apartment." And I mean, it's just amazing communication. And this is Miss Dora Windus. This is a video that I did specifically for her.
I love you. I love you so much.
Reginald, did you see Rebecca's post?
We may get in
and
the car here in a
chat?
minute.
I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I've never heard direct voice radio. I have not.
I have. Ron Iacovetti and Lourdes Iacovetti. That's what they do, I believe, and they're really, really good with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually. What I'm gonna do here. Let me find the better version of that video. Hold on 1 second. Because I got it.
So this is one thing I love about the paranormal. You've got different people here in different groups, different parts of the country using different pieces of equipment, and we're all getting pretty good results using this different equipment. And I just think it's just great that we can share our results with each other and sit there, talk civilly about our results with each other. This is fantastic. This is the way paranormal is supposed to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, I found that. I found the version I wanted to play, I think. Yep, there it is.
Okay. Whoops. There it goes.
I love you. I love you so much. We may get in the car here in a minute. I love you so much. At St. Michael's, who was it that said, "I don't know why, I'm just a fool"? Very beautiful lady's voice.
You'll love this, Rebecca. Right here, and then the next one that she says.
It was you? I'll talk to you soon. You guys know where I live. Dorothy Windus? Dorothy? Dora Windus? Are you here? Yeah. Is this your son, Stone Albert? Dora, was that you? And this today we discovered is Albert. Albert was 2 months old. It's Dorothea and Gottlieb's son that passed at 2 months old. You guys know where I live. Are you here? Yeah. Is this your son, Stone Albert?
And there you go. That's Miss Dora Windus.
Mhm.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I can actually show another couple videos where they had come back to the apartment with me, and there's one. I'll tell you. I know I realize that my job kind of keeps me at work and at home. I don't get to go anywhere. So a lot of these videos, you guys have seen, some of you have seen 100 times already. And I know I might be overplaying them, but they're just so freaking amazing. And I never get sick of them because it's just the most amazing communication that I've ever heard anyone, just fluent and amazing. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys something for those of you that have not heard this. This is something that, Lynn, I know this is going to blow your mind if you haven't seen it. Totally blow your mind.
Okay.
The first year I went to that cemetery, I heard a piano. And I didn't think a whole lot of it, but I was curious, because there was no radio signal out there. There was none. No radio type thing. And the speed of the sweep was too fast, and I was like, okay. Well, the second year I went when I was reviewing, and even while I was there, I kind of noticed it, but I was busy talking to Albert and everybody. A piano came across again. And when I was going over the video, I was walking over the same area, and it dawned on me that it was probably Wilma Roeder that was playing the piano. So the third time I went, I got an idea, and I wanted to go ahead and write a music. I wanted to like play the guitar and be like one of the first people to ever come out with an instrumental where I'm actually playing the guitar and a spirit from over 100 years ago is playing a piano part in that song. And so I asked her if she'd help me so I could try to write a duet with her. And man, did she ever play. Oh my God. And this is the video that I made in dedication to Wilma Roeder. And I want you guys to realize that when I went to the cemetery the first, second, and third time, it's the same 3 times that I got Dora those 3 times, Wilma those 3 times, Walter Schluter those 3 times, talking to John Wakerhauser, everybody out there, all those fluent conversations were just on those 3 times. The first time that I went there, the video was only on, my video camera was only on for 26 minutes total. And I caught all of that communication from over 30 of them out there as I was walking around. And this was Wilma. I dedicated this to Wilma. She was alive from 1834 to 1909, if I'm not mistaken. She waited over 100 years to share her music, and I was just blessed enough to be the one to be able to bring it forward for her. You are going to love this, Lynn. If you haven't seen this video, you're going to love it. Alright, I just hit record on my camera again. You can see Christy in the background. Pauline, Emma, Carl, Wilma, Albert. I love you. Hi. I've missed everybody here. How have you been, sir? Can you try doing another piano part for me? I loved it.
I heard a piano playing a couple of times walking through here. And I thought about doing a duet with you on my guitar. Is that good? That sound good? It's very a happy thing. I love you guys so much. Is Carl, Emma, and Pauline here? Play me another one, Wilma. I heard that. Can you do it again? Beautiful. That'll be part of the song. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. That was amazing. Oh my God, thank you so much. You want to add anything more?
Thanks.
You say next week? I don't think I can get back here next week. Oh, thank you. Keep playing it. Oh, that is amazing. Again? Oh, thank you.
That's Miss Wilma.
Very nice.
So were you able to hear most of that, Lynn? Oh no.
The internet,
Yeah.
he's in that area type,
Oh yeah.
hmm Have you played it for her?
Hey Lynn,
Hey, Len.
were you able to hear any of that video?
Come back. That was amazing.
Yeah, she's an amazing lady. Yeah, Wilma. Is that my phone?
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like
Okay, what
Greg's
is that?
trying to call me.
I thought Wilma was trying to call you.
Greg?
Yeah, I'll never figure out why that man, while I'm on a podcast, will try to video call me.
Oh boy.
Hold on a second. Let me see if he can come in. I'm gonna send him a link. Now, maybe he don't remember that we're having a podcast right now because he's on vacation. I'm not sure where he's at.
Yeah.
He might have forgot what night of the week it was.
Oh.
Maybe. Well, actually, you know what? It's after 8. Technically, I should have ended 15 minutes ago. And so, I probably should. Actually. I'll show you.
I don't have to go pretty quick. I start supper and get ready for my own show at 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to catch it.
Yeah,
I ain't had
have.
supper yet. I got a piece of steak. I got some speckled lima beans, mashed potatoes waiting on me.
Ooh. That's good.
You remember earlier when we were talking about spirit being in more than one place? I have a perfect example of that.
Yep.
This was actually done live during a podcast. Chris and Kristen from Dark Horse Paranormal were doing a podcast with Greg, and they were calling on Elizabeth Borden.
Okay.
And in the background, I wasn't on the podcast, and I started communicating with her from here, and I had her say my name over their spirit box in Massachusetts, or I always forget where they're from. It's either Massachusetts or Rhode Island, or
yeah.
But I have security cameras in my apartment because I get so much activity. So I dubbed it into my video in real time so that I can prove that I was requesting that as it happened. And this is what happened right here. I'm not even on their podcast. But I went ahead and I edited it and sent a copy to Chris and everything. But this is me editing their podcast and then adding my security camera footage into it.
What was the house to until I had given them? Nora, the house on 2nd Street in Fall River or Maplecroft?
We like to set the record straight. We come in love and light and mean you no harm. We are just curious.
Can you tell us? I know you've been asked this a lot. But who did it?
Did they say the right?
Hey, honey. Spirit, can you have Miss Elizabeth say my name through the top so where they can hear it? That'd be really cool. Did you just say Reginald? Yeah, I don't know how much of that you caught, Lynn, but I requested her to say my name through their podcast, and she did.
Awesome.
And oh yeah.
Well, like we were saying earlier, any kind of energy stream, they can get energy from it. I've had a spirit tell me before they can get energy or hanging around a light bulb. Any kind of power, you're going to have a little bit of leakage. Any kind of light, especially a old-fashioned light bulb, leaks all kinds of energy. And the older wiring is, the more it leaks. And they can pick up that leak energy and actually gain energy, and they can use it to move along. And it doesn't cost them any energy at all.
Yeah.
So kind of a cell signal, kind of microwave communication signal, satellite communication signals, which we're in today's world, we are surrounded by energy. That's why we have an easier time communicating with spirits than used to 50, 60 years ago, because they didn't have all this TV signals and radio signals, satellite signals, what you name it, cell phone signals surrounding them. We do. We're surrounded by signals constantly. So our communication is a little bit more frequent and a little bit better than you could even get 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, you can.
That's my theory.
Oh yeah. Yep. Rebecca, I live a very sheltered life. I go back and forth from work to home. I've literally only been to like three cemeteries and one high school, and that's it. My abilities are so strong that I'm able to call in anybody from anywhere right here to the desk. And so when I do finally retire or whatever, boy, you can bet I'm going to be going to every place you can think of. Here's one example of what I was just talking about. I'm going to have to end the show here in just a couple of minutes because I don't know if Howard's coming on or if Chris and Kristen are going to come on tonight. They've been kind of taking a break, so I don't know if they have a show tonight or not. But this is one example. I've never been to California. I've never been. Yeah, I've only been to El Paso one time, Texas once, and that was the only time I've ever been west of Missouri. And so my whole life. And so the ones that I call on, because I try to solve unsolved murders and things like that, and I was able to find, I've been able to find missing people with these abilities and the whole nine. And so, of course, I've looked into a few cases. Well, here's one of them. And she came forward plain as day. Plain as day came forward. And you'll all know who she is. Trust me.
That's Elizabeth Ann Short. Born July 29th, 1924. Disappeared on January.
And just to give you guys a heads up while you're watching this, I don't think this is the one where I labeled who was talking. Andrea and my guides, Andrea and Madeline, I couldn't tell which one it was in this, but they're the ones that say for a minute and he's very nice. The one that says that's her spirit in the room is my guide Prime. He sounds kind of like Optimus Prime. That's why, and it's a very low tone. He's from the Orion star system. And it's very hard to hear him, so I repeat his line a few times like everyone else's.
Yep.
she says, "Did you call me?" faintly, but it's the same voice. And then she says her name, and then at the end you hear "That's incredible" being said, and that's my guide Avius. He's from Sirius, the Sirius star system. Andrea is from Andromeda. Luther's from Andromeda. Madeline and Avius are from Sirius, and Prime is from Orion. I know them very well by their voices when they talk. That's why you constantly hear me go, "What was that, Luther? Hey, Avius," because I know them very well. And that's who's in this video. And then, of course, Elizabeth. You can't mistake her coming forward
January
here.
9th, 1947, and was found passed away January 15th, 1947, at the age of 22. Elizabeth Ann Short. Can you please come forward and talk to me a minute? Elizabeth Ann Short. Can you say your name for me?
Elizabeth?
Thank you, honey. Elizabeth Ann Short. Elizabeth Ann Short. Can you say your name for me? Can you say your name for me?
Elizabeth? Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Can you say your name for me?
Elizabeth?
Thank you, honey.
All right.
Now,
That was plain as day.
yeah,
That was very loud.
Oh, yeah.
now, did they ever find her killer? Or
I haven't gotten that deep into it. I know it was not Robert Manley.
okay,
I know it was not him. He keeps coming forward. To this day, I hear Robert talking to me when I have the spirit box on. Like ever since. The killer, when I asked for the killer to come forward to talk to me, I have it recorded. They said he's unavailable. He's on another planet.
oh,
So I don't know if he got sentenced there. My views on heaven and hell are a little bit different than a lot of other people's, and I'm pretty sure that the most evil souls on the planet get taken away and made to be on another planet and just stay there where they can't come back to Earth. So any time that and I'm just going to be blunt about it. Anytime I've ever watched a video where somebody has claimed to talk to the killer and they know it's Hodel and they know it's this or they know it's that and here's their voice, I know they're not talking to the killer. I'm positive of it. And I mean, my guides wouldn't blow smoke up my ass. I know that for sure. So, they wouldn't be lying to me about something like that. Pardon my language, by the way. But
so some of the famous serial killers in our history that we know of, are they sent there to this other planet after they go, or are they what? How do they kill them?
I'm not real positive how it works, but I know that I've been told on more than one occasion in my in my SB7 recordings that somebody was not available because they were on another planet, and it's happened numerous times in my recordings. Even at a cemetery, when I asked for somebody at the cemetery, if they've reincarnated, they'll tell me that too. And so I'm not real clear on how it works, but I know that the Andromedan star family and the Sirius star family, they do everything they can to protect Earth, and the most evil souls on this planet are removed. They're removed. And so, but there's a lot of, the thing is you can't really prove anything. Like technically you can't really prove anything.
Right.
And so I think that there's probably
we
some
can't
of
prove
the
damn thing. Excuse my French.
Yeah, so, some of the darkest, like some of the dark souls that just like to mess with people might claim to be that soul. But if I were to walk in with my SB7, my star family would tell me whether it was them or not. Right away. They would directly say it through the white noise, that it's not them or it is them. I've got recordings where I thought I was talking to one of my guides. And Luther, when I said I was just here talking to, at the time I was calling Luther Jason. I said I was just talking to Jason and Doug, and Luther speaks up. I mean, it didn't sweep 4 times when I turned it on. Not even 4 times. And plain as day in real time, I heard Luther go, "That wasn't Doug."
Oof. And
when I did the playback on the recording, there was a couple of assholes here calling me their bitch and everything else, that they got me good and all this other stuff over the white noise. And I'm like, holy smokes, But yeah, there was a lot that happened that night. And I saw blue flaming, like, protection type orb next to me. When I went outside, I heard footsteps run up in front of me, and this orb comes in between me and them. I mean, this was the same night that this happened. My guide stepped up to the plate, protected the apartment, protected me. However, that was the only time I've ever been put in like fear. And it was from there on out, I never slept in the dark again. I sleep pretty dark now, but I always have a TV on or something. But yeah, that was one heck of an experience. But my guides have proven themselves to me, and when there's so many recordings that the public has never heard that I talk about once in a while, and eventually I'll probably release a few of those, a little bit, but I think Lynn might be freezing up. Oh, we better get off of here. I'm a half an hour over. I'm surprised I didn't get yelled at yet.
Oh,
But I don't know if you can hear me, Lynn. Oh, you just popped back out again. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Did you have something you wanted to say?
no. I wanted to say thank you for letting me on. And
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Len, and, you know,
Let's see if he kicks in or not. I don't know. There he is.
Hate to interrupt, but my internet's getting kind of spotty, and it's 8:30 Central Time. I need to go ahead and so I'm gonna have to fade away, and hopefully my internet connection gets better by the time my show shows. Appreciate you having me on. It's nice talking about. I've had a fun couple of hours sitting on here, so I want to thank you for that experience.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I'm actually ending the show right now, Lynn. And
anytime.
And
he can go eat now.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the show.
Good night to Rebecca.
Okay. Thank you.
I love you all with all my heart.
And Carol.
Love you all.
Have a good night.
You too.
And good night, everybody.
Thanks.
Give me jazz hands.